Hello everyone, here are the book reviews I will post this month. I'm going to do Franny K Stein reviews on the 5th and on the 17th. I posted reviews for the first 4 books in the series a couple of years ago. This past month, my librarian was really talking up the Franny K Stein series. She talked about how much she loved those books, so I decided, fine, I'll post all these old Franny K Stein reviews. Just for you, Miss Librarian. I doubt she's going to see those reviews, but who knows? Who knows? Also, gonna post some Sweet Valley High books. So we've got 2 trilogies. We've got the Model Trilogy, where Jessica tries to become a fashion model and she does terrible things like she always does. Elizabeth becomes a fashion reporter. That's a storyline which is taken directly from a movie I've never seen. The author just plagiarized a movie. So you can look forward to those reviews on the 8th and on the 20th. Also on the 20th, we get the first book in the Prom Trilogy, and that's the final trilogy of the Sweet Valley High series, where Jessica, again, is a terrible person. She tries to steal her best friend's date. She tries to steal her sister's date. And her sister has love drama because she doesn't know if she's going to finish the series with her longtime boyfriend Todd, or if she's going to finish the series with someone else. Spoiler alert, she's going to finish the series with her longtime boyfriend Todd. I think fans of the series would revolt if she left the series with some other boyfriend. Okay, we also have Babysitters Club on the 11th. Babysitters Club 85, Claudia Kishi, she becomes a DJ. And we have number 86, where Marianne is a counselor at an overnight camp, it looks like. Actually, that covers a lie. It's not an overnight camp. It's actually a circus camp, if I remember correctly. And Marianne is very sad when her father goes away on a business trip. That's the story. We also have 2 more Babysitters Club books here on the 23rd. Number 87, which is a good book. It's the one where Stacy meets bad girls. Her new friends are terrible, and they try to use her as a cover so they can commit crimes. And she realizes they're really bad and decides she wants to be in the Babysitters Club again. It's an exciting story, although I think we all knew that Stacy would rejoin the Babysitters Club. It's the same thing. It's like, well, is Elizabeth going to end the series with her boyfriend Todd? Obviously. Is Stacy going to end the series as a club member? Obviously. Come on. We also have a Supermystery number 1, which I thought was really good, in part because Stacy's not in the club in that book. So that means 3 chapters which would have gone to Stacy go to our main characters instead. So we get a little bit more focus on the mystery. It gets more explained. And I thought that worked quite well. Also helped with the pacing. Yes. We also have 4 Encanto reviews. So we have the graphic novel going up on the 14th. Also one of the 20-page books for kindergarteners. And they're both fairly straightforward adaptations of the actual movie. You can see my reviews aren't that long, just 2 minutes long. Now, on the 29th, we have a book which is not a straightforward adaptation. It's Antonio's Amazing Gift. And it focuses on Antonio. It's got a unique story, it's got unique artwork, and I really liked it because it's different. It's not just the same thing as the movie. I'm also going to read the Deluxe Junior Novelization. Hopefully I'll be able to review that entire book and get the review done before the 29th. I scheduled it as close to the end of the month as possible to give me lots of time to read it. We also have 2 short story mysteries. So Ellery Queen, the Gettysburg Bugle. So whoever blows the bugle dies within an hour. That's the mystery there. And Sherlock Holmes, somebody's sending threats. They're in the message of orange pips. So who's sending threats? What's going on? That's the mystery Sherlock Holmes tries to solve. And I think those are all the reviews for this month. I was commissioned to review Pollyanna, but that's an extra long book, so I doubt I'll be able to get it done and posted by the end of this month. I also recorded a bunch of Boxcar Children and Goosebumps book reviews this month. If you want to watch them now, you can subscribe to me on Patreon. $5 will get you the link to all of these book reviews. I just got them on a playlist, so it'll get you the link to the playlist. So, Boxcar Children number 26, The Mixed Up Zoo. We've also got the one where they go camping, and there are hardly any suspects because nobody else is in the park. 28, The Mystery Girl. They get a job at a store, and they're wondering what's going on with their new coworker. 29, The Mystery Cruise. Somebody is definitely sabotaging their cruise ship. What's going on? Who's doing it? That book is just kind of unfocused. They're not sure what to do. Mystery Girl, the Boxcar Children come across as kind of stupid for not realizing some obvious stuff. Camp Out Mystery is pretty good, though. There's a pretty good fake-out twist towards the end. That worked well. And book number 30, The Disappearing Friend Mystery. The title is not really related to the book. It's more that the kids have started a business where they help people around town, and somebody keeps sabotaging their business. It's actually a sabotage mystery, not a disappearing friend mystery. So, Goosebumps number 11, The Haunted Mask. Jeez, that was a scary book. Like, Carly Beth puts on this mask, and she becomes a monster. It's crazy times. Be Careful What You Wish For was a book I really liked, although it's not that scary, really. It's more of a cautionary tale as opposed to a scary tale. On the 3rd, looks like I uploaded a review for Hannah Swenson number 20. This is so weird. So book 19 is the one where Hannah gets married, and then book number 20 is a flashback case to last year before she even met her husband, Ross. So why did they follow up the marriage book with a book where she's not married? I thought that was a weird sense of timing. It's also really small. If you look at it on the bookshelf, it's much smaller than the other books. Yeah, just kind of strange. I don't know. Number 31, Mystery of the Old... No, Singing Ghost. Mystery of the Singing Ghost, where they're helping fix an old house, and there's a singing ghost inside. Spoiler alert, it's a tape player. It's not really a ghost. It's not an actual ghost. 32, Boxcar Children 32, Mystery in the Snow. There's a snow festival, which the kids help out, and somebody sabotages it. 33, the extremely popular Pizza Mystery, where they're working for a pizza parlor, and somebody sabotages it. Lots of sabotage mysteries. Also, Rainbow Magic Fairies. So we have Alicia the Snow Queen Fairy. I thought it was basically just an excuse to capitalize on the popularity of Frozen and Queen Elsa. That's my thought on the book. Blossom the Flower Girl Fairy was pretty good, although it kind of hurts the book that it's the 5th or so wedding-themed book. It's like, okay, nothing really new. We've seen all this wedding stuff before, but it's still kind of a cool book. And then we have the Storybook Fairies. So we have Thumbelina, Goldilocks, the Rapunzel Fairy, and the Red Riding Hood Fairy. I think my favorites were Thumbelina and Red Riding Hood, but all in all, I didn't like this Storybook Fairy series. It felt like a bad repeat of the Fairy Tale Fairy series. I might have the names of those series confused. That's how similar they are. It's really hard to tell the difference. Boxcar Children 34, Mystery Horse. So they go on a farm where there's a famous horse, and bad guys are trying to steal the horse, so they have to protect the horse. 35, there's a dog show. Somebody keeps sabotaging the dog show, just tries to sabotage all the competition. And 36, The Castle Mystery. The Boxcar Children are helping restore Drummond Castle, and somebody's just kind of sneaking around and trying... Okay, so there's a Stradivarius violin, and the Boxcar Children are terrible detectives, because the culprit's sneaking around trying to find the violin. So they go to the Forbidden Tower, they find a secret room behind the fireplace, and then the Boxcar Children just give up and leave. That's seriously what happens in this book. I was screaming at them. I'm like, why don't you go inside the tower? It's a secret room in a hidden tower. Investigate it. Examine it. And what happens is the culprit breaks into the secret room, and that's exactly where the valuable Stradivarius violin is. The Boxcar Children would have known that if they had any curiosity in terms of solving the mystery. I actually did a poll. You might have seen that. I did a poll here on YouTube for the first time ever, asking people, should I keep going or should I stop here with the Boxcar Children books? People said, hey, keep going. So I'm going to read books 37 through 40. So I'm going to keep going to book number 40, and then I'll stop that review series, because 40 is a nice round number. And similarly with the Goosebumps, I'll keep the Goosebumps stuff going to book number 20, and then just sort of stop there, because I've read Goosebumps 1 through 16 now. So, piano lessons can be murdered. Very unique premise that this guy's hands are going to be cut off by a crazed piano teacher, and there's a robot and a bunch of ghosts. And book number 14 is scarier, but it's a more typical story about a werewolf haunting the swamp. I did read books 15 and 16, but I haven't got those reviews posted yet. Sorry, everybody. I'll do those next month. And then the final book review I did this last month was for Darcy and Elizabeth, Nights and Days at Pemberley. It's the sequel to Mr. Darcy Takes a Wife, which I read last month. I think it's just as terrible as Mr. Darcy Takes a Wife. Even worse, actually. No, it's even worse. And I'm not going to read the third book in the series or the fourth book in the series. That book was so bad, well, you'll have to watch my review to see me complain about it for about 11 minutes. But it had a lot of problems, just way too much recap. Like the first book, it's overly smutty. It jumps around in time a lot, and it's just not my cup of tea. So I'm going to end my review series for that series there with the second one. So those are my plans for this month. I didn't do any video game writing or book writing because I spent a lot of time doing a big marathon of the Nancy Drew games on my other channel, Arglethump. You can check that out. I'm sure it's over 60 hours of new Nancy Drew content, and it seems to have been really popular with people, even though I feel like I was kind of lost and a little confused, especially towards the end of the series. So, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy all this content here on my book review channel.